Oh, hey, Collector. I thought you were taking a break. Ah, changed your mind. Yes. 12 a.m. Okay. Still setting up. Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm leaving on the 18th, so I don't know what there's gonna be. No vintage hollows. I mean, I got these singles going on right now. Nope. I moved that wheel. This Overrush one. This Monarch Overrush. The K9. That one I'm seeing for Gabito. Another K9. Cossack Designator. Nibiru Starlight, Southern Light Starlight, Solemn Warning Starlight, and Promise Starlight. You sound like you got a lot of cards. In the way of like, I mean, your collector is in your name, but I mean, what am I trying to say? You must have gotten some of the $1,000 cards, right? That used to be the highest hits that. Yeah, he told me. I heard about it. Told me in the message. But I mean, I'm just phrasing since if you bought a lot, you must have had some of the $1,000 cards. You know, if you were going for Grandmaster a lot, right? Like you must have gotten a few. Oh, hey, Element, the winner of I killed myself for you, man. I know what you mean. It's just that whole meme thing with the you gave up on diamonds before hitting big or whatever. There's nothing against that. It really does just happen, and it does suck. I don't deny that. I mean, I don't know. No pain for me on missing a Grandmaster, and like I didn't have the money at the time. I rationalized it, all these aspects and things. I missed it. I could have gotten the Dark Magical Curtain, maybe. Yeah, it varies depending. Swim chance or whatever. I wasn't really thinking 13, but 13 is always in the slot that time. Yeah, you can definitely feel defeated after that. I don't blame you on that. I guess I gotta get the show notes. Maybe that's what's. Thanks for the share. Numbers are a bit different now. This is the last there is of these packs now. 1 in 10. If not, I might just bring them to California. Be done with this thing. Giving away that curtain kind of hurt me, but I know I hear about your story and then I hear about Soul Daddy's story where the bid messed up, and yeah, he was a hard beat to get. Yeah, I mean, we got this. Me and my friend planned this early. That's why we had this. Oh, why I'm the Soul Daddy? You don't know? I mean, I learned about it yesterday. So what happened was he had like his baby with him and was managing all of it, and then so it was like a half focus thing with him, and he was bidding on this box for like let's say 110. But for some reason, other dudes kept on going and going up and up on that one for some reason. You know, it does happen like that. So anyway, it kept going up. He kept swiping, but you know, every type of swipe he did just wasn't enough to overpower it, and then it just fell over, and he lost the bid. And what he lost the bid out on was a Grandmaster card. Now, it might not be your level of Grandmaster, but it was the Synchro Trap Grandmaster that he missed out on. Just because he was unfocused, you know, he was just being casual, taking care of his baby, you know, which was important, I know. But damn, it stung. He missed out on that Synchro Trap card Grandmaster that the box he was trying to bid on had. And that was at a time when it was $4,700 listed, and now it's like down to like I think like maybe 3,000 now. So yeah, even though I missed my goddamn $1,000 card that used to be a lot of times, like you know, I would say it feels like 6 times at this point, maybe five. And then yeah, that adds up to like just about the same as a Grandmaster, but not exactly has the same specification of a Grandmaster and how rare it is to miss out on, but definitely more on the value, I would say. It's like, ah, dang. But yeah, me and my friend got Heroes because we were talking about this idea, and then you know, this only thing that's gone was the man, the biggest card ever in the pack. That's not Grandmaster and Stardust Dragon non-prismatic Overflame. That's what's been got in here, and yeah, Overflame's still alive. I'm pretty much selling them for $10 in the chance because I know you have to list it with gain regular packs in the wheel. But that's just how I designed it because it was hard to make this sell with what was I had to work with. Man, the funniest thing, I lost out on that. I lost out on that dark magic curtain in front of me. You know, and I got this before the night. You know, like that's the kind of the funny thing there. Didn't spin the wheel the entire show. Yeah, my wheel luck sucks, man. A lot of the time, but that doesn't mean I never win. That's all I can say. And you got that barbecue. You got that $50 card now. Uh, at least it served the purpose. I mean, you know, you were trying to win after all, but then I could use some hope. False hope, albeit, but some hope. But yeah, collector, what's the biggest card you have out of limit over? You must have. I mean, based on how much you said you spent, you must have at least $1,000 card, maybe. What used to be, you know, the highest ever card That isn't Grandmaster? Nope. Well, okay, what is your highest then? Dark Magician? Prismatic? Eh, sorry to hear that. Going in a lot of time. That's your record element? I really wish I got that, man. I'm still stung on that. Missed that so many damn times. And then oh, you got out of 4 boxes. That's pretty good. But I mean, I got the Dog Magical Curtain out of 3 boxes. Well, 2 boxes in a sense because of this show. But I again had to sell it to the person. My damn luck with that. Boxes have nothing until it's sold to someone else or whatever. The purple one. Oh yeah, it's good. You can just end it on a high note and just do it passively over time. Now it just feels like I got stuff to do. Cards I got. Dog Magician of Destruction. I was organizing a bunch of stuff. Totally awesome. Might as well put this. No one. It's just slow. Drawing. Bunch of the Lego stuff. The Yatta chase. Were you chasing Yatta Glasu back then or something? Or am I thinking of something else? That's an oldie. My chase has just been just damaging away. Are they in post it? Gamer's choice. Look at that. See? This from Electro Pack, but I know it's not the same. And I got in a damn deck out or a deck a lock or something because of this. No cards in hand. It would just attack me directly, and then I'm stuck with this. The hell kind of card, man? Lily's no Yata. Jeez, okay. I remember my kind of bad one was I bought like 4 boxes of Maximum Crisis trying to get an Ash Blossom. That's how it felt, or that's my estimated thing. I just kind of wanted one. Okay, well, I asked you the question, collector, but what exactly is your highest? What is your highest priced limit over cord? I know you don't sell cords, but I mean, what's the highest priced one you collected? I mean, since you bought a bunch of boxes, or packs or whatever over time. I'm just curious about the record. You know, I mean, with Elman's record, it's like the wait, wait. What do you mean none though? No, there clearly should be something. You must have gotten over flames. Demon is the best you pulled from the. But what about the limit over stuff though? Does you say nothing beat the Demon so far? All the over flames you got were worth less than the Demon you have. Well, I guess I gotta think about that. I guess it would be need what a prismatic Kalibo maybe or prismatic Stardust pens. Yeah, I know they sell for 30 depending on which ones. So you got 2004. The maze is coming to an end at least. I just pin this. Okay. Well, that's bad to hear. I never dealt with that, but a lot of my like getting screwed out or scammed out was just kind of a gray area. Like I don't know, I just gave a fair review about how I felt, and then I get banned for that. It's terrible. Yeah, and the honeymoon phase is just kind of over with the app for me. But of course, there's still some shine in like the good moments come up here and there. But you know, well, yeah, on whatnot, it's been kind of over ever since all the whole scams or the bad things with streamers getting banned and insulted by other viewers or something. It's just been bad. And even then, with some of the people that say like, you know, talk to me about your problems, and then just uh kind of insulted about them, like just bringing up old past things when it has nothing to do with the current problem. Did not feel good at all, and then people overstep boundaries. I set my boundaries, and people go against them when it's clearly defined. Don't do this, but people take it as a sign to do it. Something which I get with if it's a certain other thing, but if it's a one to one like that and they do it, it's just fucked. Yeah, yeah, I got banned from a lot of other streamers here and there. Oh, hey, man, you're going in, telling the story with this thing. Yeah, I got banned for a fair review. All I said in the review was I'm kind of sad that when I bought the thing like immediately, they immediately put it on sale afterwards at a discount. Like, that's a normal thing. Anyone would feel bad about that. Like, damn, I missed out on the discount because of that. You know, I said that okay, that my happiness is kind of dead, but everything else, the package was solid. They gave a good, nice bonus card, a good sticker of their show, and all that. And no, my audio is not muted. What are you talking about? Anyway, just let me know how many shuffles, or you just want me to spin it. Yeah, I'm still here. You can't hear me? Yeah. You can't hear me? That's bad. Oh, restart your app then, or something. Yeah, great. I mean, I can see what you're saying, but yeah, I can't hear. Yeah, I don't know. Big streamers don't have enough care. Like, I don't know. I said the whole like, don't can. I wanted to cancel this order. They said, okay, not yet. But then I messaged, okay, no need to cancel it. It's too late anyway. I bought a bunch of other stuff. I might as well get this since the shipping. But they canceled it anyway. I don't know. I can't deal with big streamers. And even then, the little ones are just not prepared or professional enough either. So, a lot of bad sides to both of them. Canceled like what? Oh yeah, they canceled the. I did an order and like, oh, the shipping went up. I don't want to get this, but then they bought out some other things. They bought out some other things, and like, okay, it's cool enough that I would have bought it anyway. So it's like, okay, uh, since I bought this already, I might as well just get this since I would have had to pay shipping anyway for that other item. So just keep it, you know. But then no, they still canceled it, even though despite me saying that, they haven't responded at all on that too. And what got canceled was was a miscut cord, you know, like yeah, I initially said I wanted to cancel it, but then I canceled the cancel by messaging that because I did in that moment just to be clear on it and all, but they just don't take the time to go take care of it during the show, and they only care to pay attention after the show on it. Like, that's really what I mean with the bigger streamers. No more with the you're not part of the people or something. I would say the little people in a way, because that's kind of what that is, ain't it? Oh, oh, let's see. Oh, it's on now. Oh man, why can't you just tell me your shuffles, man? I can do that still too. Okay. Okay, we got two justice. Left or right? I'm guessing you want to whip it, right? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of time, I just talk about my problems with a guy, and then I was just talking about like, damn, this chord I missed so many times. The $1,000 chord. It was in my show, and I opened it for the guy. That does sting. That's a new way of getting like screwed out of the chord, you know. And the guy goes like, so so does that mean you want your customers to always pull garbage then? That's not what I'm insinuating. I don't know, I couldn't get a good conversation. I'm just saying that of all chords it had to be the highest chord that I missed so many damn times, you know. That's all it was. And, no, I always being called the monster on that. Oh, because wow. You know, look at that. You know, this chord's banned actually, you know, because it locks out effect monsters. But that's a hit. Yeah, this thing's banned. You see the effects on it? I don't know if I can't really read it well here. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Once per turn during your main phase one, you can detach two materials from this cord. Each player rolls a six-sided dice twice. The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack until the end of the next turn. Once per turn, if either player rolls a six-sided die or dice while this card has material, you can treat one of those rolls as seven. So yeah, the thing about that is you will always consistently get your opponent to have the higher dice roll, thereby making them not be able to activate effects or declare attacks until for about two turns. That's a pretty strong card, which is why it's banned. But I guess we're going with the game here. I forgot to put the thing. Yes, I know. I didn't want to point it out. But yeah, give me a number element. Let's run this real quick. Number seven, okay. Yeah, there's no sevens that die, but that's kind of why they did that. It's just a extra bonus way or something. You got Orcus Hole up. Let's go into here. That's all your package, yeah? I'll get that going for you. Thanks for going in. But I don't know, yeah, it's just been rough with that. I'm just I don't know, I would feel like $1,000,000 gain that $1,000 code pretty much. I'm a grandmaster, I know. But again, at least there's no time limit on the code. But like dang, I just want to get it soon so I can just be more ahead of the feeling than waiting on to feel better or something. But you know, chasing is just self destructive, in my experience. Okay, let's get this going. Yeah, I know it's a lot of acceptance for us on that sort of thing. I don't blame you. And no need to go dim. I want to have that reputation and all. I want always goading people to go in. Never really strike the good for me. Go in of your own accord. You know, I'm not gonna force it. I had bad experiences on that, and I don't want to be that type of person. Okay, yeah, no worries. I mean, I understand you giving the attempt and all. I'm not trying to force it at all in this thing. Yeah, it didn't go through. Okay, I'm just gonna on the next one. Oh well, we gave it a try. No worries. Oh man, I'm gonna reuse that code. Well, I had it, but again, damn, but I just had to keep the money. Yeah, it took like 30 minutes to do anything. My shows are slow, but again, I know it's late and all. Hmm. I know you gave it a shot on that. Packs we got in the game, do maze, do this, a bunch of electro because only got one, and these things will hit. It's again with the luck of it. I have a lot of Phantom and Doom and all that, but you guys keep hitting the good shit. Nothing against that, I'm just saying my luck and all that. Anyway, it's fun either way. I knew I was signing up with this stuff, potential and all. And I gave the stamp pack box and gave this Crane a nice note. It was nice. Shame though that didn't really have big hits on it, but I mean, cool nonetheless. Kind of did that whole box thing because damn, that thing had to have the $1,000 code. Who knows? Maybe it'll go down even more. I guess there's one Doom box left there now. Does anyone want to take a stab at the wheel? Or if not, there's still some other items in the shop if you're interested. About 1 in 10 chance of an overframe here, pretty much. Hmm. The payment still shows up failed up here. Yeah, again, it's no worries. So, like, again, you wouldn't have to hit the thing on the wheel anyway. So that's kind of a tricky thing. Well, once the slab or... Damn, moving over. Yeah, I love heroes, man. Because there's a huge selection of stuff to get from. But man, do I need money. That dark magical curtain pretty much was worth, like, more than what I sold so for. But me and my friend knew the risk, either a Grandmaster, but or this likelihood low. It's like again the whole fact that no, I haven't pulled anything from the other boxes, and the luck goes like this. That's unfortunate, but it happens. Yeah, no worries. Again, you don't have to do this game. This game is like again since we got less stuff this time on it due to the fact that you know well the packs have got hit. This is all that's left sell wise. Don't worry. Maybe you're saving yourself like some pain or whatever, as they say. Yeah, I feel that. Ironically, it just kind of felt like the fact that the dude got gulagged and the person said second. This is gonna be the second to the last box for the night, depending. And because of that, if his purchase actually succeeded, I would have definitely gotten that box because it's like again the whole like it just threw me off. I usually go for the last box if I can, and because their purchase didn't go like hit and all, then I most likely would have gotten that box. And how I see it, it's the little things and effects of other people that happens like that. Just happens. And I know that feeling because again the whole deal of like I don't know. I was talking about like a past problem, like the person did make up for accidentally selling me 16 dead packs because they messed up the count. And then they told me to message them and explain, and I did. And then during that message, the the sale they were doing sold, and that person got a Starlight card out of the Burst Protocol. Missed out on that one. Missed out on $90 Burst Protocol Starlight. I just some people you just never hit big. And if it's just become so painful that you try to salvage something like purchasing from them, you just might be kind of too dead end. It's not. I know it's not like they intended, but just this thing of hanging out with certain people and then bad things happen, or it's not on them. It's just something that just happens. Just happen to be hanging out with them a lot, getting screwed up in some way. You know that I just stop interacting because the interactions have not been good, you know. Yeah, that bad juju and all that. Even though yeah, some people could be decent and good, but nothing comes up or whatever. Like it just become a thing of like if I spend $200 and I never won from the person, or like this entire time, I just not buy from them ever again because again a lot of the bad experience have been bad. Trying to salvage something to be good coming from it hasn't happened. And I could be putting that money towards other things because they have worked and they have been good experiences. These have not been. You put. I'm not trying to sound like so nihilistic or bad in a way, but you put so much of an investment in the person, and then none of that goodwill ever comes to be reaped from them to this thing. And again, you just if you feel hurt so many times just with the interactions, then it's just better off not pursuing it anymore. Maybe more so like you could do like your one stab at it, but never again a committed, devoted like type of game on playing with them with how bad it's been. I felt that with a lot of people. Again, you do a wheel and then you sell like wheel you sell slabs on a wheel that are worth like $10 or $20, and then you sell a wheel where spins cost $5, but you end up getting like a 10-cent coin each one. I spent like when I was like new to this whatnot thing early on, I spent $50 on a wheel trying to win a slab, and I didn't win that slab, and I got $1 worth of coins from that. It's and especially when that person would not do my request of do a five spinner for me, you know, and they win because it's again it's always about making the money. They say no, it's for the people, but they use that guy as an excuse of no, I want to sell more. Yeah, the host declined, even though they did a lot of it at that, and I would gladly pay for it. They didn't, you know. Just like this other guy, I won. I won a finalist spot on the wheel. Didn't know what the card was. They say you should go in to get more load, and there was a miscommunication. And it kind of soured the moment that I had to buy a bubble mailer to ship the slab. If I had known, because I was early on Whatnot with this, I didn't know it worked like that. That was the first ever interaction I had with the person, and it was like, okay, this kind of sucks because I would have just bought more spins to make more worth on what I spent. Because spending $6 on bubble mailer, it kind of sucks when I could have spent $20 getting more things and the bubble mailer on top of it, like $20 in total, like that with that. So it kind of dulled my win a bit. It felt on what I won. Then the next interaction, I win it. I put a lot of money and I didn't win anything. Okay, sure, that happens. That's just how the game goes sometimes. Kind of sucked, but okay. Third time I go in, a third show with the person, I won a finalist spot. But the show went on so long, they didn't get any sales. It sucked and all and that. And instead of giving me the finalist or the finalist spot I rightfully deserve of like playing for the card, he just gave me the lowest valued card of the prize finalist spots, which I mean I didn't get. It's not like I didn't get anything out of it, but damn, I won my shot at the highest things. And like Noel actually explained to me that, oh, he wouldn't do that. What you do if in that scenario is you play it against the host. You treat it as you're the one finalist, and the host is like a bunch of multiple copies of finalists, and then you spin the wheel and do it legitimately like that. That's how you do it. That's how you give them the feel because, like, giving them a chance at the high items in that thing. That's a rightfully good thing. And like, okay, yeah, that's a good solid thing. I really wish that other guy did it, but he didn't. I guess he didn't have the idea, but I can't help but feel screwed on that. And then finally, this was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Like I played his wheel game of a finalist spot, and like okay, he told me earlier in context he would do this amount of shuffles, like in history of a game. Like that's what I rightfully paid, to have my wheel spin and how I want it spun. I asked for 21 shuffles. It's not that much, in a one-time scenario, and the dude denies it. He said, "No, I'm not going to do that." Despite the fact that the dude said he would do it once per show. In past shows, he said that exact thing. Yeah, he said no on the 21 shuffles. I don't know. I guess I could have said, "Okay, I'll just refund then," but maybe they would just said no cancellations. I'm not. I'm holding you to this or something. Who knows? So that fucking sucked. Like I don't even get my own shuffles on the thing, and because of that, it feels like it costed me what I would have potentially won. Like if it was a case of like, okay, the 21 shuffles or the shuffles that isn't 21 shuffles led me to something better of a prize, but no, it didn't. That was my breaking point. Oh, like you deny me all this shit. We had so many bad experiences, like on such a long foot, going over and over again in this history that I'm just done. I I'm just done. Like every experience with you has been bad. It has been bittersweet in the feeling. I want it to feel good, but clearly it hasn't with this amount of times like I put in, like interacting with you on that. I'm not gonna badmouth you per se in the sense of like, you know, all this and that. I'm just gonna take my leave and go to other shows because they might offer something better. They're like a genuine person that way. As much as I want to say it, it's always the high road, and they'll always argue against me using evidence that it's like without question or whatever of like ambiguous. I don't know. I know the guy is solid and all, but I don't know. I try to you know break bread with the people if I can on getting an idea, like a resolution of like making amends, but that's never the case with these people. A lot of the time, That was again. That was like my earlier like instance of the shows, and whatnot. And that's what I mean. Like honeymoon phase is over. I see a lot of the bad. I've experienced a lot of the bad. One guy was $50, and here's another thing. I discussed the deal with bulk on this one other guy, and he was hesitant on it. I just wanted to cut a deal, like say, it's because like the shipping went up. Do you have something that you can give me the edge on or whatever? Because I never want a slab from this dude's show at all. Like, and this is the same guy that screwed me like early days of like denying me a multi shuffle or like uh like I spent $50 for $1 worth of chords. That fucking sucks. And I was talking with this guy about it. Like, if I go in for a spin, will you do this? Because I've done a lot of interactions with you. I've done a lot of shows. He didn't take the deal. He didn't like do it fast enough or whatever with it. And the next guy that went in on the wheel spin, he won the slab that I wanted. So yes, that fucking sucked. But then so like you just gotta put in a lot of like the shots in, and you'll eventually get it. Like, yeah, I'll eventually get the win, but how much of myself do I have to give before I get that damn win? Like, I'm not gonna give like $1,000 in to win a slab. Like, who wins in that scenario? You know. So I don't need to win with every person. That's the lesson there, or something. It's just kind of bad in that way, dude. Like, ah, man, I gotta make it fair for the other people, and I again, I had this deal with my friend. He wants it done this way, you know. Like, hey, again, ironically, I wanted to get the $1,000 cord, and I ended up selling the $1,000 cord. It's weird. He funded the whole boxes I had to sell for him. Okay. Look, I'll be honest. I can't do the hookup with you, but I'm just saying, don't play the game right now in that sense of a risk. Just a fair stance on that. I can't tell we're joking, man. Or whatever. It's all words of text. There's no there's no cadence and voice or whatever. I can't tell. And it's gonna be a long one. I don't think this. I'm probably not gonna get sales in here. Oh, it's been like a whole 30 minutes since the last sale. That might be my calling point. Let's see. Yeah, 143. What has it been? It's about 17, 33. Yeah, maybe I just call it here or whatever this thing dies. I'm on too early. I just took a stab at it because of Clay's show. That's all. And I got work with other things right now. Just busy on that. But it's okay. I just put in the show. Maybe I can get the crazy raid going. It was just a flight of fancy or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, that's what I mean. The honeymoon phase is over. I'm unhappy with some of the interactions that have happened and history of things, but that's the internet aspect of it, and it's a whatnot and bidding app or whatever and things. I mean, I should know with this the show. Seems like you sold stuff before on your whatnot. What was it like? Again, I get bans on the app for like get your sales. Hmm. I don't know. Like I said, and I get banned on the app for giving a fail review, and then they said a lot of shit they didn't actually say in the response to the review of we messaged you about it. I never got a message from them about the whole thing, and they never offered the whole $6 refund. And then when I joined their stream, the last words I heard was peace, and then I had a ban notification there. That was the first time I've ever been banned, like on this app from that person. It's like, damn, I spent money and I gave a fair review. I didn't badmouth the review; it was fair, you know. And I messaged about things or whatever, and also like here's one of the horrible things. Like a streamer asked me like how I'm feeling, and I said I'm feeling down and all. I'm like depressed, down, and things because of certain things. I don't remember the time aspect, but it was just a lot of whatnot stuff. And some other viewer calls me a doomer. They call like like they say to stay sad, and then they said like you're whining on a bidding app or whatever, talking about your feelings or something. Yeah, that was another viewer, and because of I had an argument with the person or with that because of how they were reacting to what the host asked me of how I was feeling, and I was just being honest in that way. And then we because of the whole argument I had with the other guy, it kind of killed the show. It killed the show. Like he just kind of ended it later down the line on that show, like the host and all, and he was talking about like how I'm saying like about my feelings despite me being asked about my feelings on all, like being asked about it all, and said no, and then he said the whole thing of like no, well, we're not gonna ban anyone or whatever on this. It's just it like happens and all, and look what happened. I got banned. I get banned from talking about me being sad, and probably the other guy who initiated against me did not get banned. Like that's fucked, man. Yeah, I'm the one who got banned, not the guy who told me to stay sad or who like whine on the bidding app or whatever and calling me a doomer, talking about my feelings. Like yeah, it's just shit's fucked, man. With that, yeah, the host said no, I'm not gonna ban, and no, I got banned. I got banned or blocked because like just damn, like I killed this show, which I completely understand, but that was really just being asked about it, being asked about my feelings killed the show. I'm just talking about like history. I don't know. I'll have to look at it again. It was like pieces something or something. Pisces, TCG Pisces species. I don't know. That was probably a guy. I never even had a conversation with him. He just blocked me, and that was that. Then there was another guy who, again, I don't know. I talk about the whole damn story. It's like talking about damn axes in a way of an aspect with the whatnot. And I don't know. I got the streamer that kind of scanned me on the Magia, like selling me on the idea of a Magia. You know, like he did everything wrong, and he just banned me on the show too. Like I spent $174 trying to get a Magia, and then I get fucking banned because he couldn't get more money for me. Like, yeah. Like I was talking like, okay, the shipping went too high on this. I want to request a refund or like amends. He didn't do that. So, but then okay, he offered other things like, oh hey, I'll throw in this pack or whatever, you know. And it was the movie pack, and said, okay, I actually want that shipped like to me. And then the guy asked me, do you want a lip or a ship? And I said, send it. And he took that as ripping the pack, in, instead of sending the actual item. He ripped it, which was fucking bad. just horrible, and that just killed the deal for me. No, I don't want to do this. He just kept making fun, and I kept saying hot hands, but his hot hands was goddamn lazy. He just picked off the top every single time, and he just kind of bragged about himself in a fucking weird manner of saying like these hands are always hot, but clearly they weren't because he kept on pulling shit, you know. And then he offered in like to make amends, he offered like I'll go in this pack instead. And okay, instead of me getting my sealed movie pack that I didn't want ripped, you're offering a $2 pack on the house. Great. That doesn't make amends at all. $2 pack, great. And then again, I kept going. He just pulled shit things and all that. He kept making fun. He just kept laughing about like my requests or problems or whatever with the thing without really like resolving anything. And like he just fucking he flashed like a naked like Yu-Gi-Oh card to me. Like, does that make you feel better? And I said no. And he flashed it again. Okay, that's gotta make you feel better. No, this is horrible. This experience has been awful. Like, this is the worst ever way I've been treated at all on this app so far, is what I said to him. When the whole bought the whole box, and then like nothing. There was no Magia. He might have pulled the Magia before, and then that's why he's selling the box. Who knows? And yeah, after all that, he got all the money good for me, and blocked me because that was how it went. Yeah, that's when I got played in that way, and it's such a gray area of a complaint about it. And yeah, the oh man, yeah. So yeah, the ironic thing is like all the cards that I got from that guy is in this pull deck, and I don't want any connection at all with these cards at all in my inventories, which is why I'm like selling them in the pull game on the side. So hopefully it all gets emptied, and then like it goes to some people who have a better meaning for it than me. Because I don't know, even though there's some of them are good cards and all, I just want to erase the past in that way, give it a new meaning to someone else. Because I know you could maybe make it so that don't think about it, but I mean I'm big enough to say that I can't or something. So I'll go with this solution. And it's like I don't know. It's like four streamers. I'd say that's like four streamers that I have had horrible problems with. You know, like was it four or was it five so far? Let's see. Let's see. $50 wheel. Then that one with the slab man, and then getting banned for a review, getting like banned because they got all they could, and then getting banned because I talked about my feelings. It just hasn't been good. Felt like I lost a lot of money, and if I could get this damn $1,000 card, it's like I know I'm being superficial in that way, but be like, yeah, oh yeah, I can understand Pokemon community being horrible. Scalpers killed it a lot more, and then they come over to the Yu-Gi-Oh doing this women over stuff. I really do like women over. The heroes is awesome. I like the collection aspect with it, and I just want to have one. I don't know if I'll stop at one, but maybe I can stop at one as a break if I could get it, like one of those $1,000 cards, because it's a prismatic and all that. I'm just saying $1,000 because that damn thing's hard to get, expensive, and it would be nice to pull it in that way, but I missed it so many damn times. So yeah, I'm not feeling good. That's been my kind of normal in that way. I just want to feel like ahead, past the problems or something if I can. And I know it's been all right with actually getting this show together, despite but some money problems and all, and I gotta get this thing going. Burned myself so much chasing things. Yeah, they sell like resealed things and all. Resealed packs. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Phone falling off with there. I don't know why this does happen. So I fixed it. Always keeps doing that. Do I have to like? There's no way to. I don't know how you screw it. It's weird. Hmm. I don't know why you're sticking around with that, but maybe there's something. Let's see. Let's see what this is. I guess I just take a picture. This always takes a long time to set up, but I guess I gotta pre it. Yeah, no worries. You can pay me later on. Join that giveaway. There you go. Yeah. Well, I'll give you a freebie. We talked about this long and no one else has been buying. I'll cover the estimate or whatever. Guardian slime? I don't think so. I don't think I have Guardian slime. I have God slime or something. Or maybe that is the thing. You talking in the limit overcords or something? Just want to make sure. No, I don't think I have Legendary Duelist 7. Okay, collect it. Give me your shuffles, or you just want me to spin it. Okay. Now you got Justice. That's sweet. You want me to ship it or rip it? This is the only one, so okay. Now Justice back to back like that. Usually last pack is gonna good on these if nothing has been hit so far. I don't know. I get told the insinuation of I hope my customers hit garbage. That's not what I mean. Huh. I don't know. I'm still dwelling on that. Such an insulting insinuation. Canine Hound, the King of the Swamp. CXC's Nosh Knight, yeah. Colonel O'Malley Anna. Obian School. Oh, that's gotta be the hit. Kato. Oh, okay, those are your hits. And then I guess a little bit from the pool deck. Give me a number between 1 and 70. One goes for that one. Yep, RB. That. Thanks for going in. I'll be going to you. Just one freebie with that. Because long time listening to the problems. Yeah, it's part of that RB deck. It's like attachments for the Link monster. Yeah, I might not be here for you though, because I might end soon. I just haven't been making the sales right now, and just throwing about the past or whatever. Again, I just wish, I always wish for something so good to happen that you can kind of just dull it in a way, and making the bad thing not as big of a deal for where I reached, where I got into. That's just how it goes. Yeah, I know it's bad hours and all. I'm just playing with this thing. Just again the whole talking about invalidating my problems I had with that person. Talking about it just didn't go well. It never went well. Yeah, I expect. I no, it was not healthy if it doesn't get resolved because I talk with a guy and then he's busy and then we end it. And again, it just doesn't it doesn't make sense. Why start a problem if we're not going to resolve it? That's what it's been about with we're talking about some problems. Like, why do we? Yeah, oh yeah, I let others know, but like the one person I let know just insulted me about it. Insinuate the whole deal of like I want my customers to pull gold. No, that's not what I mean. I'm just talking about the card or the other times with the packs of getting screwed or talking about like there's no luck or whatever going against beliefs and things. And I'm not. He brings up the past when that's not even the past. I'm talking about the initial first problem. And then again, I said, well, we talked about like hey, talking about your problems and all legitimate, and wow was up about some other things that or to say to fuck over other people. I'm not gonna fuck over other people if we can still salvage this. But it's just straight up burning bridges. I understand like that bridge is already burnt with some people, so of course, but I get it's the whole deal of like getting like misjudging like my own character and what I'm capable of or what I'm thinking of. You're saying I'm too trusting. I'm not too trusting. I'm just being very I'm just being practical about it. Like what's the point in doing it if nothing comes from it? Or like if we can fix it, whatever. This and that. And like again, I set my boundaries about the whole thing of like please call me for a legitimate thing. Clearly talking to words has not been good. We keep on like going like in circles on it. I'm gonna block you because like talking to you, I always feel worse coming out of the conversation. And then like okay, I said the whole thing. Give me a call. Please don't message me. I want to have a legitimate conversation on it. We had it before it worked. Clear it didn't before. And the dude actually, and what the dude did, he sent me a message, despite me saying don't send me a message. No respect on the boundaries there. Yeah, I don't entertain people like that, but just yeah, it's just very draining. People will never understand or care to understand. I know it's draining. All I just talked with my friend about it. Like it's just again, it's just this. That's just the kind of the fuck thing about it was it was a dude who legitimately sounded like he wanted to help or listen and all that, but every time when it's like talking about my problems aren't problems, or that time I talked with another person, I tried to talk about problems and they just laughed at my problems. They just laughed at my problems. They defended the other person and not even putting insightfulness on my actual initial problem. Like, I don't know, the whole deal of doing a little victim blaming or something. So, I don't know, with that guy, it's not a friend I can go to about problems, but it's a friend to hang out, say this and that. You know, that's what I learned from that. Of I can't talk. He's the type of friend I can't talk to about problems because I feel horrible. I feel horrible talking about it, and if they clearly can't help, then okay, just we'll keep it strictly like this in the funny way because I just don't feel better. People say they care, they say about the problems. There's some truth with some people, but a lot of people just don't. I guess. And just being laughed at on the problems just wasn't very good. I wasn't very happy. Uh, I don't know. Again, I just talked about the guy with the whole luck thing, but he just says there's no luck and all. It's probability. That's the same thing, or and goes contradictory about saying if you believe in it, it'll happen and manifest. But if you don't believe in it, it won't happen. But I don't know. Just the safe side with me is I'm always like the type to I want to be surprised in that way, be proven wrong. Give me something good to shut me up. Because I don't know what's the point of doing positivities of like hyping up and failing, whatever. You don't like go a fool or whatever. And I feel like it just devalues it if you do it every time on every individual thing, calling it like this. It should, just in my eyes, when you call it that means it's a special thing of it's going to happen. And no, that's what I mean about that. But again, the guy said it's all probability. It's not luck. Do this and do that. But okay, well, if I had everything perfectly go bad in such a bad order, how is that not bad luck? You know, like it just lined up so perfectly to go all along every time. Like I'm not denying there have been good things here and there. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying. People call me doing calling me negative. No, that's really what's happened. That is a fact. That is what has happened on the bad things. Like what else are you supposed to call it? It's not if it's not bad luck. You're just using another word for it. Then it's calling it all probability. Then that itself is being realistic too. You're telling me either be realistic or be lucky. Like mixed messages on it. It's just the same thing of people quoting like yeah, you can quote like famous people in history. Or you can quote the Bible and all, but that doesn't mean that what that person said is the truth or is a full good thing. It is just there's so many contradictions. Smart people can say dumb things, and dumb people can say some smart things. That's how it just comes up. Oh, that's a weird thing though. They say like to believe, but then to say it's probability. So which is it then? I don't know, it just felt like they were just pushing a lifestyle on me of don't buy packs, don't do this and do that. Yes, I know it's all gambling. That's the whole point of like why I moved into selling these packs as a. I'm moving away from them. I got to build right now. I've been spending too much because of the problems, and now I want to build, and because of that, uh, but he says no, I didn't move on. Well, I moved on because I'm not selling. I'm selling packs right now. I'm not buying them. I'm selling them and to people and all, and then I'm just saying it sucked that the packs happen to have the card I was looking for, like as my goals thing, of the top of my list, and so you just want your customers to pull garbage. Like, hell no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that of all things it could be, it had to be the best thing ever. Like, it could have taken, like, if it was like a $200 cord or a $150 cord, I like to think. But the fact that it was the highest valued cord in the set that isn't a Grandmaster, that I missed so many times consistently in the span of like a few days to 2 weeks, they just don't get it or something. And the advice is just to not feel anything about that. Don't care. You could say that about just everything, but like, what though? That's such a that's such a neutral kind of thing, though. Saying like okay, I won't feel. I don't know. It's like saying like if your parents died, just don't care and you'll be fine. Or, or someone else's parents died, don't care, you'll be fine. I don't know. The thing is, they said that they don't pull shit from packs or whatever, so they don't do packs. Okay, that's you. You do your lifestyle on that and all. But I wasn't complaining about the fact that my okay initially, yeah, I complained about like my luck's bad, and not the fact of why I pulled things or whatever, but like of how the pulls happens. Just like you, of like you bought all that shit and didn't pull anything, and then the next person pulled it and they got it. That happened to me. That happens to everybody, and that sucks. That's a given fact on that. And again, he just gave me advice that I already know. Of of course, you just let it happen. You don't go for it; it'll come to you. And that's what I've been doing with these packs. I'm selling them right now. I'm not chasing it per se in how hard I was going before. I'm selling it passively on that. Oh wait, you want to give advice or something? Or I don't know what the insinuation is there. It's just again, it's just all been bad. I'm doing everything you told me, but you're saying I'm doing it wrong. Again, I don't know, just pushing a lifestyle of don't buy packs, buy the singles. But I want to buy the packs because buying the singles is way too much money in that retrospect. And I just feel the joy of the pack anyway. It just takes the fun of it. But I understand legitimately that, yeah, of course, if you just want the card, you buy it directly. You just keep saying to expect nothing from the pack itself or whatever. But I mean, that's kind of been what I've been doing. That's the whole deal, isn't it? That I've been doing of like, I just want to be given something good to shut myself up. I'm not expecting. I'm being. Uh, I'm not being like forceful on it or whatever. Oh yeah, there was this other seller that reminds me of. There's this other seller that like I just said, oh, I don't know if the card's in there, and he said the whole, well, you don't deserve it then if you don't believe it's in there. Like what the hell? I'm buying a pack from you, and you're telling me this shit. That's what I mean of like toxic positivity. Like so it's so forceful. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You deserve it if you don't believe or whatever. Well, I don't believe it's because it's been like this. Shit, the luck's been bad with that. Yeah, just forcing a lifestyle on it of the buy packs, the singles, whatever, legitimate things and all. I don't know. Again, my complaints about was one guy sold me 16 dead packs by accident. I wasn't expecting to hit big, but I was expecting to at least hit the ultra or the secrets. That's my complaint about that one. And then this other complaint was like, what was it? This complaint was I got tricked into spending money. I got like nagged to spend money on a thing when I said my whole comfort zone of no, I don't want to spend money. My luck's been bad, and I get pushed like 10 times or whatever about the thing, and then I eventually spend, and then they reprimand me for being down on the fact that I didn't hit big or luck or whatever. I said, see, my luck was bad, but okay, I'll just take my prize. So that's what I'll salvage from it. And again, I guess no, they said I was being rude about it, even though I was just waiting for what chords they were showing on an option. Yeah, they took it like that and all. And I complained about the thing, and then the guy who sent me an invitation to the show that had that like sad violin emojied me. But you invite me to the show and you do this to me? Like I'm supporting them. I bought the thing. Like I didn't want to buy it, but you nagged me to buy it, and I did, and then you do that. Like what? And yeah, and that's why I don't want to persuade in that way with selling my stuff. I let it speak for itself. I say like, okay, it's cool, it's a good thing in this way. I'm not trying to push you like buy, buy, buy. Don't sleep, chat. Buy, buy, buy. Whatever and things. And now that's what I mean with Gamer's Choice. I'll admit it's like it was a cool thing of like they dollar store things and that those come up. It does come up sometimes where you do buy it for cheap, but I don't know. I always see like dollar stores as like fake kindness in a way, where that's clearly not going to happen with 100 people. Like that stuff is gonna go up. All it's a fake kindness off of you'll get this $4 when you really don't. But the possibility's there. I'll admit that's the charm of it, and it has happened. I've seen it. But yeah, they just kind of I don't know, just kind of being rude to me about it. Like I was just like I'm unhappy that I didn't hit the prize on the wheel, the big one. I said my luck's been shit. It's been bad. I want to hold off of it, until I feel like positive enough to do it again. That's just my comfort zone a bit. Then they nagged me on, and I kept saying, "Oh, you want me to buy from a show that's called Death Awaits when my luck's been bad?" And of course, I get the lower end prize, and I was just waiting on options of them showing the cards that I could take as my prize. And I get complained about because I'm not picking fast enough. Like, no, I'm paying attention to what's being shown, but you want me to just rush it on what I on my pick, despite the fact that I lost? Like, it should be my right to choose what card I get from the lot that you're offering. You shouldn't rush me on it. I paid for this right? I didn't pay. I'm not paying for the right to insult you. I'm not doing that. I'm paying for the right of within that reason of picking the card that was like given on options because I got the lower tier reward. No, nah, that's freedom with you. I mean, I complain in the sense of like, damn, Lance, or with not winning or whatever. But I don't insult the people if I can, but I always take it as an insult. But with me, it's just ranting. I let it out is what that is. You know, I see it as healthy. You don't hold your emotions if you can, or just like explode or fester. I don't know. Again, I had to balance this wheel. I would have done like all limit over packs, but my friend only wanted to do 3 boxes because, which is fair enough. That's a trial run right there. So okay, so I put 24 regular packs to compensate with the 15 packs in here. Well, there's only 10 here now, but before. with a chance to win a slab. That's the balance of it at 40 slots. People don't read the show notes a lot of the time. Those things have been bad. I'm just unhappy on that. See a bunch of electro packs, dude. Let's see. You got 3 Doom Dimensions and 2 Maze Immortals. Yeah, man, I just felt bad giving away that high priced card. But again, I don't know what the complaint was about it. Like, I shouldn't I be allowed to be upset about it? Like, it's I'm upset about it because of the fact I missed it so many times. That's normal. That's normal. And despite regardless of my feelings, I still did the job. I sent him that $1,000 card, that dark magical curtain card, prismatic secret. Like, what's the complaint about there? And why bring it up if we're not going to resolve it? I'm upset. I'm unhappy about it, but I did my feelings and it was processed. Well, it should be about my age, so 27 maybe. I like to think that's the deal. I just don't get the deal on that. I did the job. I sent the $1,000 cord, despite me being upset about it. Does it look like unmature in a way to complain or have these emotions to be upset? Like, it shouldn't be. We're upset. We express our emotions, but we still conduct ourselves as adults and do the job that we do with what we on what's been done. And yeah, I'm just moving on, and hopefully, like, it leads to something good. It keeps on doing a lot of misses. It's painful, but I know eventually it's it'll hopefully be a later down the line saying I get that $1,000 cord, and maybe I miss the top chase cord. I hit a grandmaster. That could be how it goes. If it's like in video game talk, it's like you miss your five. Oh, like aim for a 5-man, but hit like a 4 kill. You know, try to win $1 million, get $100,000. You know, type of mindset in that way. But yeah, I'm just saying that it sucked that I bought so many times online and never got the card, and the fact that I had the card in my possession, per se, selling for my friend, and it had that card, so I got like cucked in getting the card. When not really, but I had an appreciation at least. I got to hold it in my hands. I got to pull it, and I got to take pictures and autograph it. So there's some of the good with the bad in that way. And in the end of the day, I hopefully made a connection with a customer, thinking that they got that they want $1,000 card on my show, and that connection and all, and support more down the line in that way. That sort of like value in that is good. Yeah, hopefully, that's how I see it, and that's my takeaway on it. Like, and despite me having this foresight and understanding about the whole deal and all that, I still get talk shit about the fact that I was upset about it. That I shouldn't be upset about it. Like, why? You know? Like, I can tell you about, like, initially, yeah, I'm upset, but my old takeaway of the whole thing of, like, I'm looking at the positives, this and that. And, like, just shit, man. So you just, like, insinuate the whole deal of, like, you just want your customers to pull garbage. I keep reiterating, regurgitating this whole thing, but, like, how dare you say that? You just want your customers to pull garbage. Hell no, I don't want my customers full garbage. I'm just saying that of all chords it could have been, it had to be the $1,000 chord that I missed so many damn times. Near misses missed on my own choices, you know, so many times. It hurt. And this was a new way it hurt me. The fact that I pulled it and it had to go to somebody else. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. There's no show right now with this, but I get you with future ones. I'm just saying, and it's like that's just awful. And And that's the thing I missed the $1,000 Blue Eyes recently too because my brother couldn't pay me back the money in time. You probably know this story. I probably told you already about it, but yeah, that's another way I missed out on damn $1,000 card because my brother couldn't pay me back the money in time that I would have spent on the last box in the Gamer's Choice show. Like that goddamn stings. I missed it so many damn times. I know your pain's different because it's a Grandmaster, but like I've been through the ring in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you know. Like my, it feels like I missed like $5,000 maybe or 6,000. I know it's probably less because it's like in the $700 price point or whatever, but it just would have been nice to get and feel more ahead with my feeling, you know, in that way. Because just damn, I missed it so many damn times, and when I have the money, I miss, and when I don't have the money, I can't take shots that will hit. You know, and I try to up my spending power in that way. And I'm not even aiming for that because it's just I I feel understand the journey of it because you know I don't know what I don't again I don't know what the guy told me about this. I understand that there's only 100 out of 100 on them. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be super late on that, but that's not what I'm aiming for. Well, okay, here's the numbers on it. Correct? Don't you know the numbers? The numbers is you get one in every 1,440 like boxes. You know, one grandmaster in 1,440 boxes is how many is the ratio or whatever they say to get a grandmaster is. So you times 1,440 times 15 on packs. You know, yeah, that's a lot of boxes. And I don't know how many things you bought if you don't have like $1,000 card, but I'm sorry about your luck there. Yeah, you're getting there. I'm still not there. I'm still feeling bad with this. What's the goal to say that? Then the fact no respect on the boundaries. They were clear cut. They were put out. I wasn't asking for an echo chamber. I was saying I just don't want you pushing things I already know. Like I'm aware of that. I understand that. I clearly saying the thing, and then they say the same thing to me. The thing I just said that I should do. It's infuriating. You know, I'm just. But they don't. You always try to think of some other people to be better who would given the option to be better, but they don't. They do not. And I just want to. Man, it would have been nice to get. Oh, hey, Sanson. It would have been nice to get a box for myself if I could of this. Like the 3 boxes. The fact that that was my first purchase from that person of the hookup, and they actually gave some good packs like that. Like that's just unlucky with me. But you know, yeah, I wish I opened more if I can of these for myself sometime. But yeah, that's the ironic thing about it. I am selling them so I can afford to get some of my own, because these aren't mine. I'm selling them for a friend. We agreed on the decision of profit there on it, and I would get some money to be able to go buy my own with this. Well, okay, 30 minutes in the thing, and then yeah, it's been like an hour and 40 minutes. No sales and all, but we're just chatting right now. People are gonna just channel chase. They can pop in, but yeah, I know it's early. But again, that's just me stabbing the hours, just seeing how it goes. To learn for next time. Like maybe it's not worth doing or whatever. But yeah, I made one sale, so it wasn't like too bad. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like you say early, but I'm kind of taking that monopoly in that maybe I'm could be one of the only few shows on right now that some people might want to do. But I guess there's no market for it since clearly these are the results right now. You didn't Reality 5? It's trash? Don't know about that. I mean, I guess I don't know a price list on it. On his impulse and things. Edition. Yeah, I just want to feel on top or like $1,000,000 if I would get something big like this or whatever. I don't know. I still got one more of these for myself. One more. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get the Overrush card. It'll be good. Stamp packs were not good though. But I don't know. I always open all the stuff from the first time I buy from somebody if I can. Like learning from this lesson, that's kind of what I'm taking. My takeaway is I should first time I ever buy from the person, I'll open all of it to see if it's good. And I guess with this one, they clearly are good and legitimate. That I will go like sell it or buy it, for myself in that way. Again, Shame the Rivals stuff doesn't have like its price points are a bit more mixed though, like on the lower scale. And with things, only top two is the 200 and then the 1,000 or $777 Blue Eyes. They dropped. At least with Heroes, you got the Dog Mission, Dog Magical Curtain, the Mo Charmy at 200. Like those price points of its top five is a lot more higher than the rivals. Like saying, I don't know what the last card is. Something. I ain't you insulting Pokemon. Would you like to buy a Mega Box? I have this for sale, maybe. I was trying to sell it to the other guy for his Blue Eyes since he didn't, but he didn't take it. No offers on that. Well, I guess he did say he moved away from the Pokemon scene. Yeah. What? You collect Yu-Gi-Oh for the looks or something? Are you an actual player on it? I like to. I'm just curious. I guess. Yeah, you're more of a collector. Yeah, that's all right. He's dead though on that. And the Melfies and things. I need stamp packs. So much. I missed that Dog Magician Girl one. They just had second to last box had to be big. Should have done it with the other one. Maybe I should have taken that as a sign, but always a he in the moment thing. And the fact that I didn't have the money anyway, my brother didn't pay me back in time. It's always been about that. Damn luck. You have no magician or blue eyes. I gotcha. I think we need to. I don't know. Again, on Gamer's Choice, I bought the last box. It did. Man, maybe the last box would have had the. I was hoping the last box would have had the blue eyes, but it didn't. Instead, it had the Nibiru. You know, the one I got here that I'm selling. At least it's not a low end card. But man, would have liked to have gotten the Dark Magician Girl Starlight from that box instead. But I didn't. It's just, and the luck of it. It's felt. Mm. Yeah. I know a story about another person. They pulled the $200 Dog Magician Girl card, or it used to be $300. The from Alliance Insight, and then the streamer ended the show, and then like so the buyer complained to Whatnot about it, but all Whatnot did was refund them the money on the pack, and the guy got to keep the $300 card. So that didn't really fix anything at all. Like you would refunding $10 to keep a $300 card. Like, oh yes, or whatever the show. Again, think of that scummy thing. I could have done that, but no, I'm enough of a person to know that if someone did that to you, sounds about right. It's just bad with this. Oh man, it's been bad. But I'm just saying, like being doing bad thing. Oh yeah, the guy said to me that maybe you should just cancel the sale, or whatever, because it's damaging your mental health, losing out on the coin, whatever. And I no, I'm not gonna do that because again, it's I wouldn't want that be done to me, and I don't think I'm a horrible enough person to do that. Or if I did do that, I would have to grow into liking or being good with doing bad things, or I would still have the guilt forever of the fact that I did that. Both options weren't good on that one. That's why I didn't do it. I'm not going down that path to like flip the coin on either either I'll suffer guilt for that amount of time about the card because it's tied to that now, or I'm going to be a horrible person so I can like it and live with it. Not good outcomes at all with that. Because yes, it sucked having to give that $1,000 card, but if I did that, that's just not good. Oh man, you're just all over the place or something. I don't know the deal. I feel like I'm kind of troubled or mixed, or am I? It's like either I'm complicated or I'm just simplistic that I'm making it too complicated or something. I'm just kind of done. It feels. What is normal on these things. And I mean, that's always the question of it. We're good because of what will happen if bad? It's always repercussions. What's holding us and all. I hit that point so many damn times, and that's again why I'm at this point. I slowed down the whole buying and I'm just selling, offering these things, but some people good deals with. trying to get the life going. Because I don't know, like I've been burned too many times, and I'm just trying to get that one thing ahead so I can feel on top and actually like move some things going. If I ever won that, oh, I don't know. I feel like yeah, if I ever got a grandmaster, I couldn't complain, and I would just drive my goal to do other things. Just as a nice placebo effect. You know, to store you up. Grandmaster, but all I'm asking again is just $1,000 chord, and again I missed that so many times. And I guess I focus on this because it's like because I done so much damage to myself on some things that yeah, I would just take something like that would just cover it and more along down the path. Because what I missed initially was like a $300 chord because of a whole thing with a auction because I was half focused on it, and that's why I put full focus on my things that I do now. Because that one finalist spot costed me the first place because that final spot ended up first place, whereas mine ended up second place. And I could have got my big win if I got to that, but I didn't. I did not get my big win, and it hurts me on that. Yeah, and again, that's why I've been moving towards this, because okay, I can't get the $300 chord, maybe I can get the $1,000 chord. Because that's how much damage it's been. I sunk so much damage trying to win the $300 chord in this way that it felt like I defeated the purpose now. That wouldn't even cover it now. So now it's like, okay, I'll just go for the $1,000 chord or the Grandmaster chord if it comes up. That would make me feel that everything I've sunk and lost so far would have been worthwhile. I guess is the deal. I know it's like you could say superficial, whatever in that way things, but like I feel it's a legitimate thing if we're talking like analytics of financial aspect of what's been spent and lost, down the line, But again, you can't force it. Forcing it just digs you a deeper hole, self destructional, and I'm just trying to do it passively now if I can. Yeah, they spend and then they overbid and all, and then again it sucks because they pay like they do $20 $30 spins and win, and then when you try to match them up and do that thing, you don't win, and you wasted way more money on a shot. Ah, man, I lost too much. I gotta go. I ain't gotta go build it back up. That's how I feel with this. I know there's been some good things, but not good things to dig me out of the hole. Just still living, but like living nice to get at this stuff. So you think you'll gain your money sometime, whatever way down the line? Like you said Thursday, that's the fix. I know you tried at least now, whatever with something, but it didn't go. Hey, no problem with that. The freezing, doing this stuff, talking about the things. Yeah, I'll probably be out anyway, like out of town. So no shows there. My shows, and then there's this. But I know early and all. But even then, I feel like with popular times, it's not really the case because I don't have anything to lay off of people in a good way. Really, what carried this show to get it going was these women overpacks. It really did carry the show, like the product itself. And I saw I get that with the Maze, but now Maze has died down, and you don't like Maze, you said. I like Maze, all the Dark Magician stuff and the zombie support. It's awesome. Okay, if you ever hit anything wrong, I guess I can offer you something else, but not the limit overpack. If it's on that level of a pack you're in. I want Boost though, or Maze. I know you don't. I missed that damn Starlight. Someone gets a Starlight for $3 on a $90 card, and I'll always miss because again, I don't know. It's just again the whole thing of if I keep having bad experiences with a person, then I there's just no point at all. I guess trying anymore if it's been consistently bad over time like that. That sounds good. I don't know what you have to do that another time. Like what? How you gonna send it to me? You don't sell on here yet anymore. Well, I guess you'll have my address when I send you the package, since you want the Givey. I'm gonna do you what you want when you get it. Like, if you do that, I'll make it on my end. Because I don't know how you really, like, legitimize this whole thing of, like, trading or sending at the right time like that. It does take trust and all. Alright, yep. Just one overflame left in these 10 packs. No one wants to take a stab at the wheel, but I understand. You need to actually hit the limit on the wheel anyway for it. Well, that's how I had to design it. So it's either pay $10 to get a chance at a cheaper limit overpack, or you pay $10 and you get a normal pack and I guess a little bit with the pull game. Yeah, like one guy went crazy in on it, and he was awarded for it. And I mean he did say he might have had some bad luck spending all, so this kind of saved him. But man, when do I get my save? When do we get ours? Hmm. Okay, guys, this is gonna be the last. I don't know. I want the Spencer one. It would have been nice, or the Salt Wing. But anyway, guys, whoever's in here, this is the last purchase, last auction. If there's no more buys, it's been like 2 hours since the last sale. I had a good talk with Collector about things, but yeah, I need to cut it if no more purchases on this. It's all right if you don't want to purchase at all. I'm just being legitimate about it. I gotta end it. It's not going anywhere on that aspect, and I think the talk's been fine. Final auction. Anyone want to go in? It's right there for the wheel and all that. To get a slab or a limited pack or a regular pack. No sale? Okay, that's fine. I understand it's a slow night and it's too early, so it is what it is on that. Collector, good talking with you. Hope you'll be able to actually buy for me some other time. I don't mind. It's been good talking with you. It's just to give you all. I'll give a raid going. Thanks for the time. Good luck.